Hi guys, Super Cameraman here. DAFUQ posted one spoiler where there is a caption and many characters, but the thing is that he split this image into several parts and sent it to all YouTubers. And in this video, we will try to put this puzzle together to find out what DAFUQ wanted to tell us, and also I asked DAFUQ how many parts this image will be divided into. But before that, I will be very happy if you put a like on this video, because I had to try to put this difficult puzzle together myself. Okay, here we go. The very first puzzle was from the animator One More. There was a part of some kind of cannon or turbine. Then we got 3 more frames, but already from other YouTubers and animators. After we received 2 more frames, where you can clearly see some kind of inscription, and then a few minutes later there was another frame, but with a different name. The same YouTuber who first got a part of the puzzle asked DAFUQ, "Can you tell us if the episode is close? Tell us if you want to, of course." To which DAFUQ replied, "It's not too close, but it's not too close either." It turns out that at this very moment, there are 10 spoiler pieces available to us, and it's obvious that more pieces are coming soon. As one YouTuber asked DAFUQ, "Boom, are you going to publish the 10th puzzle right now, or send the rest to other YouTubers?" To which he replied, "Already in the wild. One of them I sent to an egg." Who doesn't know, by emoji egg, DAFUQ was referring to Streamer Steak. And on the same day, but later than everyone else, Streamer Steak did a stream where he showed a 10th of this image. Well, let's start to reconstruct this image. After some time, I managed to put together from all available parts this picture. On the left top, we immediately noticed the improved camera woman, which for the first time in this form, we saw in the second part of the 77th episode. And on the opposite corner, you can see the same Astro Toilet, which was shown on the 10th of September on the first leak shots, as well as on it was the inscription, "Plan." About this, I have already done an analysis. Who did not watch, you can click on the upper right corner. Now let's look at the bottom corner. On the left, you can see a large cameraman, and for some reason, he is very badly wounded. I would even say that he is in critical condition. The cameraman Titan has suffered almost the same damage. Most likely you thought that this is a big cameraman named Fred, and some even wrote in the comments that Fred is a small analog of Titan cameraman. In some ways you are right, as there are some similarities between them. We will come back to this character again. On the bottom right corner, you can notice another Astro Toilet, and in fact, this Astro Toilet is from episode 74. He looks a lot like this toilet that shot the cameraman from where the face action took place. This is the toilet we first noticed in episode 74. Before these events, we have never met him once. And if we take into account the fact that he moves not alone, but together with his squad, we can assume that in the third part there will be a lot of Astro Toilets. As we know, the squad that chased cameraman Titan is gone. We learned about it in the second part of the 76th episode when UFO Toilet talked to the Astro Duchess, and just like that, be careful at this point, yes, the whole squad is gone, but except for this toilet because he did not chase cameraman Titan. Because before cameraman Titan decided to distract the attention of Astro Toilets and retreat, he pushed this particular Astro Toilet hard, so this masked toilet survived. About the missing squad, we have already talked. And who remembers? I said that personally for me, there are 2 options. Either cameraman Titan helped G-Man, or at this point intervened Secret Agent, as the Secret Agent in many episodes tried to warn the Alliance. By the way, about episode 64. In the comments, I read one interesting theory. One of the viewers wrote, "What if the Secret Agent then wanted to warn not about trap with explosives, but about Astro Toilets?" But I don't think that's true. And in fact, at this point, the Secret Agent was warning about the usual G-Man trap. But in the third part of the 70th episode, the Secret Agent made a very strong hint about the Astro Toilets, but it's very strange why he didn't warn the agents until that moment. In general, the Secret Agent is a very strange person. About him, almost nothing is known, except that he was an administrator in the laboratory Alpha Hills, and that he took part in all the activities, as well as was familiar with many employees, and even with the guards. But the thing is, he was throughout the series, cooperating with both the Alliance and Skibidi Toilets. If we get 250 likes, I will make a separate video about him, where I will collect all the information about him, as well as try to find out more information about this character from DAFUQ. Okay, back to the leak. For your convenience, I colored this shot to better see everything. After editing, I immediately paid attention to the lower left corner. There, I saw that it turns out that the big cameraman controls the equipment and sits behind a big gun, and from this, we can conclude conclude that this is not Fred, as Fred moves with the help of his lethal satchel. So it is not Fred, but some other big cameraman, let's say this one from the second part of the 77th episode, because now all cameramen are improved to be able to resist astro toilets. By the way, this puzzle idea isn't the first time we've tried to figure it out. A few months ago, when the third part of episode 70 was to be released, DAFUQ also published a leak puzzle with a secret text. The same text indicated that one of these characters would die, and that's exactly what happened, and worse. After the third part of episode 7, we lost the Speaker Man in Black and Plunger Man. Similar situation with this image. It also says that someone will die in this episode. In fact, after I found out what we know about the 10 parts of the spoiler, I immediately wrote to DAFUQ Boom to find out how many total parts he had divided this image into. He replied to me that it was 10 parts. About the inscription on this image, I have a theory that no camera woman will definitely not die in this episode, as she is now instead of Plunger Man, and the others are quite possible since they're minor characters. Or it's not about those characters this time, but about the ones behind the scenes, i.e. the Titans and the rest of the characters. In general, TV Man and Speakerman Titans should appear in the third part, as we have already asked DAFUQ Boom about it in advance. True, they teleported somewhere, and it seems to me that they should appear at the base for improvements. But still, if we take into account that Titans don't improve so often and rush into battle immediately without rest, we can assume that they won't have any improvements, but of course it would be very stupid of them. It's one thing to not improve against regular Skibidi toilets and just replace your arm with whatever you want. It's another thing to fight toilets from another planet that use the most advanced technology. But also, don't forget this little sign that says, "But it's not me." What do you think that means? Personally, I think we'll be seeing G-Man as Titan very soon, and I think that he personally saved Titan's cameraman from a squad of astro toilets. With this act, he will make an official temporary alliance between the Skibidi Toilets and the agents. The astro toilets won't be standing still either, as when viewers asked DAFUQ Boom questions, one question was, when will we see the Astro Duchess? To which DAFUQ said, soon. As we remember, in the second part of episode 76, the Astro Duchess wished to personally participate in the fighting events. We don't know what she's capable of yet, but we do know that she's more in charge than the Astro UFO, as he reported to her how things were going. The hierarchy of Astro Toilets consists of a more complex system than Skibidi Toilets. In the case of regular toilets, the Skibidi scientist was the most important, as he made decisions and signed contracts, and his right hand was always G-Man, and that was the end of their hierarchy. But in Astro Toilets, we don't know who is in charge, but we know the sequence of the chain. The right hand of the main Astro equals this Astro Duchess, then the hierarchy goes Astro UFO, after him comes their strong fighter Juggernaut. If you are interested in the history of Astro Toilets, let me know with your likes. I will try to make a separate video about it. And now you can watch my other Skibidi Toilet videos. I'm Super Cameraman, see you in the next videos. Bye bye everyone.